All right, man, we back. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget it. Don't forget you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out at any of those social media sites if you got business question, query, sponsorship, video requests. Continue to share the videos. The best way to help the channel out. If you want to make a donation, Cash App, PayPal description. But just sharing the video is cool enough. And make sure you guys, when you walk in live on the replay, if you haven't, hit that thumbs button up. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, cell phone buyers, recyclers. They want to buy your cell phones. Hit them up. They social media description. They buy iPhones and all types of phones, man. So hit them up. They social media and website there today. Company is there. So saluting and support the black businesses. Check out the other sponsor at www.thehealthblaze.com. The website is in the description. They got 100% all natural products. The Health Blaze have excellent organic products from lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, lip pomade, moisturizer bars, and that help with eczema and dry skin. If you're dealing with those issues, they got you covered. Go check them out right now. They got a bomb like organic muscle relaxer rub, and I hear the lemon toothpaste is to die for. So check them out. Use the promo code Goodfellow1Box and get 18% off the 100% all natural products. Use the promo code, once again, Goodfellow1Box, and all that's in the description. We'll talk about Oscar De La Hoya saying that Floyd Mayweather Sr. was going to train him to beat his son way back when, but he didn't want to pay Floyd Sr. the $2 million. Leonard Elleberbe backs Errol Spence after saying to defeat Bud, after saying Bud was pound for pound number one. And there's rumors about Pacquiao and Marquez 5. And I have some rumors about how boxing is going to start and what you can expect from the boxing cards moving forward if you hang around towards the end. I ain't speaking on that dude, bro. I've been talking about that topic on social media all day. I'm blocking niggas, dog. Any nigga supporting that nigga, dog, I'm blocking you. Any nigga taking up for that nigga, man, these are some weird ass niggas out here, man. My channel ain't for niggas under 25. For real. This is 25 up club over here. Renardo, LA12, Zulu, salute. Too many cornball niggas on the internet. But yeah, let's talk about what Oscar said, man. Let's talk about what Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy, said. And I believe that shit, bro. I believe that shit, man. The jealousy can turn into hatred real fast. And like I said in my video, man, I asked people on my personal social media, would you rather be loved or feared? And a lot of people said love, but fear established don't fuck with me. Love established, come fuck with me. When somebody got love for you, they easily turn their back and stab you in your back. Bar none. Some of the most beloved kings and dictators and leaders throughout history, medieval times, and some of the Chinese and Asian dynasties, and some of the, African dynasties over the course of time, they've been killed by loved ones. People they least expect, poison their food, knife them in the back. But the Golden Boy recalled the negotiations during a recent appearance on CBS Sports State of Combat podcast hosted by Brian Campbell. He said that was actually very true. De La Hoya said Floyd Mayweather Sr. to desire to train him for that fight. Talking about Floyd, we didn't come to terms with the money, and that's what derailed our plans. But Floyd Sr. was willing to trade me to beat his son. He goes on. He said, you know why? De La Hoya said of why they work well together, because he didn't take no shit from me. Mayweather Sr. would tell me in my face directly, you gonna do this, you gonna do that, and if you don't want to do it, then I'm out of here. And I respected him, and that's who Floyd Sr. was. And he went on to say that, and said that the elder Mayweather wanted $2 million for the unusual assignment, though, which led De La Hoya to hire Freddie Roach to prepare him for the 12-round, 154-pound championship match in May of 2007. Boxing experts speculated that Mayweather, who typically had earned in the low six figures or mid six figures to train, De La Hoya demanded that much money because he didn't really want to go against his son. And like I said, the Golden Boy recalled the negotiations during the recent appearance, and he said it was very, very true. And you know, he did say in the 24/7 when you issue a challenge to Oscar De La Hoya when he was training De La Hoya, you issue a challenge to me. But still, man, what's so funny about it though? And this is his father. This is just my synopsis. You know, my synopsis about it. What's so funny? They portrayed it, Mr. 21 Strong, salute. They portrayed this shit like, how can I say it? They portrayed it on 24/7 like, you know, Oscar just didn't feel that Floyd Sr.'s heart was in it. And that's why he hired Freddie Roach, right? But what it really boiled down to is that he wasn't willing to uppay Floyd Sr. as far as, you know, he might have been 100,000, 250,000, 300,000 per assignment with Oscar, and that's good money. But Oscar was just cheap. You know, he was just cheap. And that was a lot of jealousy. Facts telling me salute C4, I see you. That was a lot of jealousy. One of the reasons that he was willing to go up against Floyd Sr. is because of the relationship with Roger and Floyd. Hey, look here, man. Did Roy Jones' daddy try to get out there even though they had their beef and try to train somebody else to be Roy? No. But that just lets you know the dysfunction inside the Mayweather, you know, family. And they were dirt poor in Grand Rapids. You know, they were known for being a crazy family and fighting each other and stuff of that nature, man. And that just let you know right then and there, he tried to jump into Floyd camp and he tried to, you know, kick Roger out and he tried to run the camp. You know, so Floyd became a casualty here. Floyd Sr. So, you know, in 24/7, I think he was training like Jose Guzman or something like that. And Floyd kept kicking him out the gym because Floyd Sr. wanted to take over. But personally, you know, it's supposed to be unconditional love for something that you birth. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be jealous of your brother or jealous of the success your son having. You laid the groundwork. But the difference is they working well together. And when it started to fall apart when Roger couldn't be healthy no more, he went back to Floyd Sr. You know what I'm saying? And when he went back to Floyd Sr., you know what? He actually looked like a better fighter. But him and Roger worked well together. But like I said before, man, you can love somebody and still hurt them. You can love somebody and still have jealousy. You know, if you fear somebody, 9 times out of 10, you're going to think before you hurt them because you know it's going to be consequences, you know, if you don't get the job done. You don't think before you don't have to think before you hurt somebody you love. And he was willing to go against the grain. You know what I'm saying? He said, you gonna resend your video where you said, I said reportedly. Like, you gotta go to. I'm just tired of niggas today. If you get on my bad side today, bro, I'm just blocking. Just let you know right now. If you come in with that bullshit, it's one of them days. You getting the block. I don't give a fuck if you've been on the channel since day one. It's one of them days. You just gonna get blocked. And if you want to get unblocked, I'm gonna need $20 PayPal or Cash App. If I block you. If you get blocked by somebody else, I'll let you come back. But right now, I'm on all bullshit today. All of it. For real. I'm on all bullshit. So you can go ahead and get yourself blocked. You create another account, I'm going to block you then. I don't know, man. These dudes the internet is a weird place. Very weird place. But with Floyd Sr., I understand you gonna have some jealousy, but I just couldn't do it to my son. You know, I understand he upcharged Oscar. How much did Oscar make for that fight with Floyd? Because it was an 80-25 split or a 75-25 split. Even though it was $50 a pop for that pay-per-view, Oscar had to make about $100 million. Floyd got like a flat fee of like $20 or $25 million. So Oscar De La Hoya had to bring in about $100 million or close to that, and he wasn't willing to pay $2 million for his best chance to win. Like, dude, I understand $2 million is $2 million, bro, but maybe deep down inside, Oscar De La Hoya didn't want to get in between that. I think deep down inside, a part of Oscar didn't really think Floyd Sr. heart would be in it, so it wasn't worth the $2 million. I truly believe that. So, like I said, I'm not knocking him. For he probably knew that Oscar was gonna never reach that he was never gonna pay that, so he priced himself out, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Zulu Morning, please. Eric Williams say he definitely ain't lying about the Mayweather and Grand Rapids. I grew up here, and I've heard all types of stories about their family. Yeah, salute. And you just look at the whole situation, man. Like I wouldn't even entertain that shit. No matter how much bad terms we on, and maybe maybe De La Hoya could be lying. Maybe De La Hoya could be lying. If De La Hoya lying, he lying. If Floyd come on and say, "Oh no, I didn't say that," or "I was never gonna train him," but like I said, he was just jealous. I think he was hurt. If you lay the groundwork to something and you go away for a minute and you go on timeout and you come back and now your son reaping the benefits of the groundwork you laid, and also he was already jealous of Roger because Roger had a professional career, because Roger, won championships and he became the face of the Mayweather family after he got shot in the leg, which he was giving Sugar Ray Leonard some solid work. And he was the big hookahana of the family. And then him sitting in jail watching Roger prosper and becoming an executioner and, even losing to Chavez, fighting Pernell Whitaker and becoming a star of the family, I think that truly hurt his feelings. You know what I'm saying? And then you come out of jail and you think you about to pick up where you left off with your son. Your son don't want to train with you. He want to train with Roger. You could tell through them 24/7s, he was hurt. See, guys like Floyd Sr. don't thrive in today's atmosphere in boxing. They need the guys like Derrick James. They need the guys like Buddy McGurk. They need the Freddie Roaches. There's no more disciplinarians across in sports. You might be looking at the last of a dying breed of a Bill Belichick and a Greg Popovich type of era. You're not gonna get those tough Mike Ditka, Tom Landry type of coaches no more, because the athletes of today they don't respond well to that. They don't respond well to the yelling. Even the military people, the Army and the Marines and the Air Force and the Green Berets and PT and throughout the whole process. They're no longer able to berate them like they used to 20, 30 years ago. He said Floyd Sr. was the Joe Jackson of boxing. Yeah, Floyd said he used to beat him. He said I used to get chastised and beat if I did something wrong. But that sacrifice that Floyd Jr. made and that sacrifice that Floyd Sr. made to really kind of put that hitch in their relationship, that's what got Floyd to the next level. People think everything in life is supposed to be fair, everything in life is supposed to be rosy. You feel what I'm saying? They think everything's supposed to be perfect, but it has to be some sacrifices and give and take to get to the next level. And that's even if it's getting to, a millionaire to 100 millionaire, a multi-millionaire to 100 millionaire to a billionaire, even if it's going from college to pros or from high school to, no matter, somewhere along those lines, it got to be that sacrifice. And what Floyd Sr. sacrificed was part of his relationship with his son. Beating him, it being a dictatorship, but Floyd Jr. reaped the benefits of it. He instilled so much of a work ethic in Floyd. Floyd wake up and have to, still do push-ups. He wake up and make sure he probably can't go 2 or 3 days without going to the gym or staying in shape or getting the miles. He molded discipline, or he instilled discipline into little Floyd, so bad that it still ring true 20, 30 years later. You know what I'm saying? He said Roy Jones Sr. should treat Roy Jones like shit to the point Roy Jones Jr. thought about suicide. And that's crazy. Because nothing wasn't good enough. Barry Sanders' father used to do the same thing. Never congratulated him. Never told him good game. Oscar De La Hoya's father was the same way. Until he got robbed by Trinidad. That's the sacrifice you make with father and son duels. You know what I'm saying? You sever part of that social relationship for him to get to the next level, and not till they step back, 20, 30, 40 years later, and they understand the sacrifice that they made. That's why you see, the sons of the sons of superior athletes that they not the same. They might have the same genetics, but they don't have the same road that they father got to. You can't have a pork and bean roll or Vienna sausage type of road when you eating caviar and filet mignon. You going to 5-star schools and you getting the best education. That poor edge, that hunger, that frugalness, or getting it out the mud, or getting it out the dirt, or getting it out of poverty. That's what makes a lot of the greatest fighters and the greatest athletes the best. She said, man, Oscar won that fight. I ain't even gonna front. Oscar won like the first 7 rounds of that fight. And then, he started doing the shit he did. He deserved to lose, though, but I thought he won. But that's the sacrifice. That's the sacrifice that you make, to be honest. That's the true sacrifice that you make in the sport of boxing and all time. This is why Shaquille O'Neal's sons probably won't be better than him. This is why Michael Jordan's sons wasn't better than him. For one, an athlete really ain't got the time to really be on his son like that. But that's the sacrifice that you make. For Roy Jr. to get to the next level, the Floyd Sr. to get to the next level, Barry to get to the next level. That's just a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And once they get older, they sit here and they think like, damn, whew. Everything Roy got and everything Floyd got, that was because of their daddies. But like I said, De La Hoya like to stir the pot. But Golden Boy, they print money. Even back then, Oscar De La Hoya was it. His first pro fight, I think he made 20 bands or 10 bands. Floyd Mayweather probably was lucky if he made 1,000. Oscar De La Hoya was the number 1 draw in boxing for a while. One of the top pound for pound fighters because Bob Arum just gave him a great push. Bob Arum gave him a great push. He knew exactly what to do with Oscar De La Hoya. Filling up the Sun Bowl, De La Hoya, if you want to know what a draw looked like, De La Hoya was a fucking a don. De La Hoya was the best thing smoking. You know what I'm saying? That's because he had that Mexican heritage and he had the American Mexicans. And he had some at Mexican. A lot of black people like Oscar De La Hoya. You go back and watch some of those 24/7s and then him and Floyd. There was a few black people that said on the strip that they thought Oscar De La Hoya would beat Floyd. Real talk. It was a few of them that thought Oscar was going to whoop on Floyd. But, like I said about Floyd Sr., man, if he got the $2 million, would he went in with the job? Would he would have gave it his best to be this greatest creation? Or Oscar's just trolling about it. But, like I said, that was a close fight, for Floyd. I thought Floyd would kind of, ask Oscar a lot better than he did. Pacquiao went to work on him. But remember, he fought Pacquiao. He drained motherfucker Oscar De La Hoya. He drained Oscar, man. And people act like that shit didn't happen. But, that is what it is. But let's move on. Leonard Ellerbe, he picked, I don't know why I got my damn title messed up. I just noticed that shit, bro. Hold on. I can make the adjustment. Nope, hold on. I ain't got enough characters. That shit crazy. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I don't know. It's got to be like that for now. But yeah, Leonard Ellerbbe picked Errol to beat Bud, and I'll read it real quick. After saying Crawford was the best fighter in the world, and then he turns around and pick Errol to beat Bud. But let's go to it. And that just sounded like Al Heyman gave that call in to me. Okay. It says that Mayweather promotion CEO says Crawford is pound for pound #1 fighter in boxing, but he feels that IBF WBC welterweight champion Errol Spence Jr. will beat him. Unfortunately, being viewed as the #1 pound for pound in the sport doesn't translate into being a star with fans. I hate when they go through their own opinion, bro. Boxing 24 opinion is straight shitty, bro. But I'm trying to find the quote, man. This is what he said. He said, "These are extraordinary times in the welterweight division. Again, wishing Errol Spence nothing but the best. But he's supposed to say that," said Ellerbe. Talking about Floyd, beating Floyd. As great as a fighter Floyd Mayweather was during his career, he would have had problems against Errol Spence if he fought him in his prime. The single punching style of fighting that Mayweather is known wouldn't have worked with relentless pressure, and that's the bigger and stronger Spence would have put on him. Additionally, the head movement that Mayweather used during his career to avoid punches wouldn't have helped him against Spence because Spence is a body puncher. The shoulder roll wouldn't have worked for Mayweather to avoid Spence's body shot. So I don't know if this their opinion or Leonard Ellerbe opinion, bro. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out now. I don't know, man. Their opinion just fucking suck. Here we go. He said, "I think Crawford." Hold on. He said, "I think Terence Crawford said Elleberbe is revealing his #1 pick pound for pound. For what it's worth, I'm not a big fan of the whole pound for pound rankings. We are talking about it to the next level and getting them fans back. They can sit there and say this guy pound for pound, but it's all subjective. You have a lot of great fighters out there. Ellerbe rating Crawford #1 pound for pound has been in this thing, given that he's never fought anybody." I hate when they get a opinion, bro. Boxing 24 got one of the shittiest opinions. But here we go. Ellerbe picked Spence to beat Crawford. "I like Errol," said Ellerbe when asked, "picking between Spence and Crawford. I think Terence is the best pound for pound in the world, but I think Errol in that fight because styles make fights." Okay, so it's hard to really. I don't know where they got this fucking interview from, but Boxing 24, they do a great job of capturing interviews and putting them in manuscript. But their opinions suck. I remember they said that Gabriel Rosado actually beat Jermell Charlo. Now, a lot of you niggas may not even know that fight even happened. Go back and watch Gabriel Rosado versus Jermell Charlo. It was by a country mile. I'm gonna say this dude's name, right? Chris Williams, whoever you is, right? I'm gonna say all these niggas. He the one that wrote this article. Chris Williams, you suck dick at boxing, in your opinion. Scott Guilfoyle, you suck dick at boxing, in your opinion. I'm gonna get all these motherfuckers that I see. Aragon Garcia, you suck dick at boxing, in your opinion. I'm gonna keep going. If it's any more of them niggas, I'm gonna just put it all out there. You can tell them I said it. Matt Lieberman, you suck dick at boxing, in your opinion. Jim Dower, you suck dick at boxing, in your opinion. Jim Maltzman, eat a dick. Your opinion in boxing sucks. Dan Ambrose, you suck dick at boxing, in your opinion. So now, if it's any more of them motherfuckers at Boxing News 24, love the way you guys get the content and steal other people's interviews, so I ain't gotta watch the shit. I can just read them. Great job at that. Your opinion sucks dick at boxing. Y'all are one of the worst opinionated boxing sites I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Dan Rayfield works for Boxing News. He sucks dick. We all know Fat Dan garbage. Boxing News 24 is the absolute worst fucking opinion in boxing history. Real talk. It's absolutely the worst. You know, Dan Rayfield landed a new gig on Epics. I don't even know who the fuck watch Epics. Sean Salute. Sean Salute. I don't even know who these dudes is, man. Don't worry, I got another video for these hating ass niggas coming later. I wasn't even gonna drop it, but I'm dropping it. So, you know, at the end of the day, Leonard Ellerbe supposed to do damage control. You know, he been around boxing a long time. I think he was Hasim Rahman's strength and conditioning coach. And at the end of the day, I never understood why him and Floyd came out here and endorsed Terence Crawford like that, unless they felt that they had a chance to sign Terence Crawford. So I never understood the bromance between that. Usually, any other top ranked fighter, Floyd ain't got shit nice to say about. But him and Leonard Ellerbe talking about Crawford #1, and then Ellerbe goes into this thing. Oh, we talking about building fans and building stars and shit of that nature, man. At the end of the day, you name me one star Al Heyman built. He don't have one star outside of Floyd. And Floyd was a product of Oscar De La Hoya. Of Bob Arum. And so was Oscar. So was Pacquiao. All they do, and before I kind of get into what he said, all they do is talk about how they building the best stars in the sport. That's all they do. Oh, we building the best. We building the best stars in the sport. Oh, we building Tank up to be a big star. They talking about all these dudes they building, but we all laughing at them because they all ducking somebody else. All the fights that can get you to fortune and fame, give me 1 second. All the fights that can get you to fortune and fame, they ain't trying to make. I thought when HBO went out of boxing, it'd get more competitive, but it hasn't got more competitive in boxing. Boxing has got less competitive, and then you put the zone in there. If you tell me somebody was just going to replace HBO, I would just say keep HBO and racist ass Jim Lampley and racist ass Harold Letterman. That's my opinion about the shit. He said to build a star, you have to have fighters fighting the best on free TV to get recognition. And I'll do you another one, man. You got to have dudes fighting on a regular basis. They talking about how big a star Tank is. Tank is the biggest fuck up in boxing history, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Tank ain't even, Tank out here crashing his fucking slingshot. Tank out here, getting in a lot of trouble. And all types of stuff. Who gonna pay for Tank and Leo Santa Cruz? Not me. That ain't even on the agenda, bro. If I had it, if somebody gave me a fucking voucher to buy that fight, and I can cash that voucher in for cash, I'll take the cash. I'll go buy me like a big ass, 2/5 of Hennessy or something like that. And I don't even drink Hennessy. I'll buy me 2/5 of something. And that's just the God honest truth, dude, about that, man. That shit is so irritating. He always going to, oh, we trying to build the biggest and brightest star. But the best fighter, probably the best fighter and the most disciplined fighter on Mayweather Promotions don't get no shine. They promote Ryan Garcia more than they promote Hitchens, excuse me. He they best fighter, dude. Hitchens, they best fighter. And most people ain't never heard of the kid. And I know he got to be mad that Colbert just is doing a managerial advisor deal with Al Heyman, and he signed with Mayweather Promotion, and Colbert is way in front of him. Colbert already hold a gold belt, a regular belt, or whatever it is. Man, Richardson Hitchens ain't even been on TV yet. And they'll be trying to show, we trying to show everybody how to build the next big Floyd Mayweather, the best star. Nigga, Al Heyman ain't even got the next star. He got Mexicans, he got blacks, he got whites, and they still ain't built the star. If they stop focusing on trying to build the star and build the best fight, the best, if PBC was off the strength of, hey, we about giving you the best fight and the best. If they did that, PBC, they'll find another star. But as far as what he said, yeah, he right. Styles do make fights. Just because you pound for pound #1, it don't mean when you move up and move down or, stay in the same place, somebody can't whoop you. That don't make you, untouchable. They don't make you immaculate. You still human like everybody else. He said, do you see Wilder and Fury doing too? No, not 2.5. I don't see that. I don't even think that they not going to do nowhere near what they did last time, probably. The economy messed up. I'm going to tell you something. I got this warranty on my car, right? So I was just going to wait to pay it, right? I was going to pay it all. I was going to pay it up, in like, I was going to pay it up when it came up this month. Thinking it's a coronavirus and shit, they're going to show you leniency, right? They ain't showing nobody no leniency, bro. Our energy company, our gas provider, and electric company, they going up on their shit next month. They talking about I still had a late fee. I hadn't missed the payment at all. And I'm thinking like, when this corona shit blow over, or, They gonna show some leniency on niggas. Hell no. They still made me pay a 30-day wait fee. Late fee. Ain't that crazy, bro? They still made you pay a $30 late fee. And that ain't shit. I paid it. And that's just what it is. It's just like y'all motherfuckers out there that's with the stay-at-home order. You got some people that saying, oh, we being safe, we being kept safe, and this, that, and the third. Wait till unemployment crash or wait till reality kick in, bro. They don't give a fuck. They still putting shit on your credit. They still, if you ain't paid your rent in 2 or 3 months, they still want that shit in 2 or 3 months, or they gonna put you out. You know, using Corona to transfer wealth, and that's exactly what happened. Even if Al dropped the pay-per-view price, I'm gonna tell you something. They tried to drop the pay-per-view price for Fury and Wilder too. And Bob Arum talked about dropping the price to get more buys, and they said no. They said no. Locked In Sports say PBC is the only one giving good fights. No, that's not true. The Zone, Dahani, not the fight he had last time, but that fight too. They gave a good fight right there. Top Rank has some good fucking fights. You know what I'm saying? They ain't the only one giving out no good fights. They fights not even that good. It ain't really no premier content in boxing right now. People talking about, I miss boxing so much. Nigga, I don't. Free cash salute. I was looking forward to Loma. Excuse me. I was looking forward to Loma and Tio. That was a good ass fight. Berterbi and Gosvick, that was another good ass fight. Ain't nobody giving no premier fights, motherfuckers. Oh, my shit sandwich is bigger than yours at Top Rank. Make me no difference. People got this facade that PBC giving a great fight. What, Danny and Red Cash? The fuck type of fight was that? Harrison and Charlo, that was good. J-Rock and Rosario, that was another good fight, but that was supposed to be a cherry pick. But it's still not the A-level fights that people want to see. Even over there. We still ain't got Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. That's the only fight that people wanted to see on PBC. Still couldn't get it. Still ain't got Caleb Plank and David Benavidez. They talking about Charlo and David Benavidez. You got to be sucking on some cock, man. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? They probably gonna do Manny and Pacquiao on his own. Yeah, Regional Hooker, I wanted to see that one, but I really wasn't excited. I was excited, but I really wasn't like ecstatic for it. It was solid. But, it's each his own. Depends on how you look at boxing. I don't get the feel that I got when I used to watch boxing in the early 2000s on HBO. Hopkins and Ricky Wright, Corey Spinks, Jermaine Taylor, Kelly Pavlik, Sergio Martinez, and, Erzlandi Lara, fighting like Carlos Molina, fighting Paul Williams, Kermit Cintron, Paul Williams, Antonio Margarito Cotto. Shit, you had some good fights. Even Seth Mitchell and Jonathan Banks 1 and 2 with some good ass fights. Just don't get those type of fights no more. And Gulo, Kirkland, Lara, that was on Showtime. It's just my opinion on it. I ain't trying to turn y'all against boxing, but it's just my opinion. But back to the topic, but yeah, styles do make fights. You know what I'm saying? And what you expect Ellerbe supposed to say? Ellerbe is a premier boxing champions guy. That's his company. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to get an objective opinion from him? Probably not. And that's what's so fucked up about it, because we talking about shit that may or may not happen. And it's fucked up the position Crawford is in is because he in a lose-lose situation. He fight Crawford or Keith Thurman or Sean Porter or Danny Garcia now, he not going to get no full credit for it. They all done seen their better days behind him. Only thing he could look forward to is the financial reward. And that's the God on the truth. They better days is behind them. Keith Thurman, the best is behind him. Sean Porter, he had his best days is behind him. Kell Brook, his best days is behind him. Errol Spence, his best days behind him. Only guys you really can see that's coming up: Ennis, Ortiz, Ugis, Lippiets. You know, it is what it is. Some motherfuckers get a shitty hand in life. It ain't nothing he can do. He gonna go down like Andre Ward. You know, it's gonna be some nigga 20 years from now talking about how good was Andre Ward, how good of a fighter was Terence Crawford. But that's why you see the difference between Floyd, Muhammad Ali, and some of the other opposition. A closed mouth don't get fed, and that's one thing Ali found out. Ali was one of the few and only fighters that, you know, that wasn't a knockout puncher, but he was a high price prize fighter. He got $5 million to fight George Foreman. Him and George Foreman both got 5. Right now, there's probably like $20 million in this economy on regular TV. You feel what I'm saying? So, Floyd Mayweather, another guy, not a knockout puncher, but he sold fights with his mouth. But this is what you getting, and people think this version of boxing. This is why I'm kind of getting away from the boxing talk. I could do more boxing videos, but it's watered down. It's just too much politics. It's too many reporters being paid off. It's too many marks like at Boxing 24. It's too many fucking racists at fucking boxing scene that write these racist articles. And once a black man get in trouble, you know, they write these articles. When a white man get in trouble, and they say Kovalev get pulled over. Adrian Broner picture on Kovalev. Like, it's crazy, bro. And this shit just is bothering me. This shit bothers me. And then you got these coons out here that's co-signing every little thing, man. That's why I'm saying I'm not tolerating no more disrespect. None. If you show any coonish ways, bro, you getting the fuck up out of here. Just telling you real talk. And I just be looking at niggas funny like, I'm gonna give this nigga the benefit of the doubt, man. Nah, not no more. Because every time I do that shit, it come bite me in my ass. Just nip it in the bud. And I be thinking I be going crazy and shit. But when I be talking to like Town and Lion Killing and shit, they help me keep my sanity in this shit. Cause I'm like, damn, am I going crazy? But 2020 is an all-time fucked up year. But as far as it, you know, Leonard Ellerbe supposed to have patriotic pride for Premier Boxing Champions, man. But I'm tired of hearing him about building this star, and your company got one of the best kept secrets in boxing, and you're not promoting them. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is y'all over there doing? Richardson Hitchens can fucking fight. Why y'all ain't pushing him like Tank? Tank getting in trouble every day, and y'all still putting all y'all chips on Tank. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with Dylan Price? What's wrong with Richardson Hitchens? You know what I'm saying? They don't even put Rodeo on like that. I wouldn't sign on no Mayweather promotions. I'm glad that Shakur and Devin Haney didn't sign over there. Crazy. That's crazy, man. A lot of black fans, MMA fans too. I ain't never really met no casual black boxing fans. If I'm talking to somebody white or black, and that's rarely, when I'm talking to somebody white or black, they always talk about MMA. Real talk. Alright, see, he getting the boot like Manolo. He said, I love your content, but you clearly not keeping her. PBC don't know that PBC did. Man, come on, man. You tell me the best fights on PBC before I block you. Go ahead, Locked In Sports. Tell me the best fights. Tell me the marquee fights on PBC that you dying to see. That you saw. Tell me the fights that you saw. Tell me the fights that you saw. I'm giving them stage. You had to pay $75. You had to pay $75 for Keith Thurman and Pacquiao. You had to pay $75 for Sean Porter and Errol Spence. What else? You had to pay $100. You want to say Wilder and Ortiz too? You had to pay $75 for that fight. Harrison and Charlo too? Fantastic fight. You got it. That was a great fight. J-Rock Rosario, fantastic fight. You got it. Great fight. But the Zone has had some of the most action-packed fights as well, too. Dahani been lighting that shit up over there. Like a motherfucker. Two classic fights over there. They've been throwing down all year over there. Top Ranking has some really good fights. Come on. But it ain't no fights that I want to see. I didn't want to see J-Rock and Rosario. It turned out to be a good fight, but I didn't want to see that shit. Hellenius and Kanaki, I didn't want to see that. If you wanted me to move the needle, what they got, just solely in they area, give me Benavidez and Plant. Give me Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. Give me Charlo and Derevchenko. That's cool. I can rock with it. I can get it. Give me Fortuna and Tank. I'm just talking about the PBC stratosphere. Give me Gary Russell and Leo Santa Cruz. That's all I'm saying. Give me those type of fights. Al Hamm reminds me of Braxton from Jamie Foxx. Wow. He said it's a lot of white MMA fans because it's good white MMA fighters. Ain't too many good white boxers at all. It's none. Other than Caleb. People want me to put PBC on a pedestal, but what pedestal can they be put on? They haven't made one marquee fucking fight. That people wanted to see. Sean Porter and Errol Spence. That was his third or fourth ranked fight. Rated fight. On their side of the street. People would have preferred to see Danny Garcia, Errol Spence. People would have preferred to see Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. We not talk about galvanizing or mixing in the macaroni and cheese in the baked beans or the candy. And we ain't talking about that shit. We talking about what they can do on their side of the street. We should have got Charlo and Lara 2 or 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro, about PBC, dog. They give you fights that should have happened 3 or 4 years ago and say, here, take it, eat it. Shit ain't nothing timely about over there. Then they got excuses. I had to cut 35 pounds. And fuck that. Yeah, Ramirez and Postal happening probably in June. I'll get there. Rolly needs to step up. I don't even think he got 10 fights yet, I don't think. But all I'm saying is Leonard Ellerbe continue to shove fucking Tank down people's throats. And Tank don't even want to be a fighter. These niggas get mad because I tell the truth. Well, PBC's giving us the best fights of all time. Fuck, this ain't shit, man. You see, HBO back in the day, bro. Every Saturday they came on, it was lit. They opening fight card was better than these main events. I don't want to see no goddamn Dennis Yugas versus Mike Dallas. I don't want to see Caleb Plant beating up on some fucking German. Come on. And then when they put on a good fight, then Top Rank got a good fight on. Then the Zone got a good fight. They only put their best fights on when they competing with each other. Jer Hurd fucking trying to learn to box on TV time. Come on. Arms say Tank and Leo shit. Fight nobody asked for that fight. Good the UFC fight card happening tomorrow. I'm getting more into that than boxing. Boxing is a big fucking joke, bro. You don't know who lying, who telling the truth, who want to fight, or nothing, bro. They overpaying these dudes and losing money. Dana White underpaying dudes and making a ton of money. It's crazy, ain't it? Raise on salute. It's crazy. Dana White killing the game. He killing it. If Dana White ran boxing, bro, boxing to be where it need to be. These niggas would be hungry. Ain't no more hunger in boxing no more. But to finish on what Ellerbe said, I mean, shit, it's cool. You can pick them. You can say all you want to, but he knows they have no intentions on making that fight. They don't. It's sad, but they don't. Dana's cheap as fuck. Good. He need to be in boxing then because the boxers are getting overpaid, bro. What Negro say? We gotta get these boxers paid. We gotta get these fighters paid. I laugh at every time somebody bring that shit up. True cocksucker. The niggas that need to lean on niggas, bro. We gotta get these fighters paid, man. Sir Nightmare, yeah, we gotta get these motherfuckers paid, man. Yeah, man, we gotta get these motherfuckers paid, man. See all this bullshit Wilder going through, man? This is why we back Deontay Wilder, man. Because Deontay Wilder is a real black man. Deontay Wilder, he ride for us. Deontay Wilder, like, shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck if you make a dime or $1 billion, nigga. Give me the fight I want to see. And I never thought growing up, 20 years ago, I never thought I would fall out of love with sports. Like, I don't even really love none of them no more. I ain't even get. You know, sports is just everything is just deteriorating in 2020. He said, I heard PBC like negative 20 million. He talking about, I don't know about that. I know they have some financial problems. He said, I know one UFC fighter who still live at home with his parents. Chris Algieri lived at home with his parents. Actual facts, Angel Santos, salute. Hell yeah, Algieri lived in the home with his parents. He says, all going to shit. Kobe 2K fans, salute. All of the shit going to shit. All of it. It's a big ass joke, bro. But Leonard Ellerbe is the main, one talking about building stars and shit, man. I wish, man, come on, you watch baseball. I just watch the playoffs. I don't even watch the playoffs. That's it. I might go down to a game every now and again in Copa America, but I just watch the playoffs. Yeah, I love October Classic. Playoff baseball is like no one other. I think the NHL and baseball probably got the two best playoff formats, and NFL too. He said the zone fights are ass. Some of the PBC fights ass. You just hear what I just said? What are you talking about? Some of the PBC fights ass too. You want to see Jared Hurd? I forgot who he fought. That motherfucker looked terrible. Ivan Redcash and Danny Garcia, terrible. Caleb Plant, terrible. Come on, man. I keep going on and on with this shit. Look at the shit sandwich PBC put on the Wilder Fury 2 undercard. Did you ask for Gerald Washington versus Charles Martin? No, I didn't. And then when they do give a half, decent fight cards, you gotta pay $100 for it. Oh, CJ, stop acting broke, motherfucker. $75 a lot to pay. You know what I mean? Come on, pussy only costs $40. You can get you a Menage a Trois for $5 more. If that's your thing. As soon as the PBC come with a half decent fight, $80. $75. It don't hit you till you get that cable bill. Oh, nigga, I'm getting money. That ain't nothing to me, CJ. $75 to support and get these fighters paid, man. That ain't nothing to me, nigga. I got bills. Real talk. I can go spend $75 and take the family out to a movie and damn near dinner too. The pandemic isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Wake up. I agree. Brandon Wright, salute. But he was responding to Arm. He said maybe after the pandemic is over, boxers will have to take pay. You mean during the pandemic? I'll get there. J.A. said Coochie 60 where I'm at. Soon as PBC come with a half decent fight, $75. And I support that shit. I go to the movie theater and I pay the dub. He said 75 in a week undercard. I'm just keeping it 100. He said, yeah, your nuts gonna burn. Hey, man, wrap it up. Make sure that bitch ain't got herpes. He said what you said about PBC is really with every promotional company not putting the best against the best. But every promotional company ain't putting 100 on every fight. PBC can use somewhat of a gourmet fight. $100, $75. Tell me I'm lying. Ain't no fucking way in my future voice Ortiz and Wilder should have been $100. They couldn't even get 100 people there. They probably gave away all the seats. Nobody was going to buy that. Pacquiao and Thurman, that was a great fight. But should I have to pay $75 for that fight? Absolutely not. That was an HBO fight back in the day. He said, ain't nobody raw dogging these hoes. I better, man, shit. I worked with one nigga. It's like 10 years ago. He was having them come up to the job and shit. He was raw dogging them. He'd give him extra 20. I said, you a nasty nigga. He'd be on WebMD asking me questions like, what is this? I'm like, nigga, you asking the wrong nigga. He said, look at Canelo, look at the zone paying Canelo to fight nobodies. Well, shit, that's Canelo. He fought Kovalev. He fought Danny Jacobs. I forgot who he fought before that. Was it Rocky Fielding? But he fought those motherfuckers. Oh, shit, it is what it is. But don't forget, Derbychenko and Triple G was a good fight. That was an excellent fight. AJ and Andy Ruiz. That was for the 20 ball. That wasn't a fight I was anticipating to watch. But that turned out to be a classic, the first one. They had a nice little schedule. I ain't no DAZN fan. I don't subscribe to it or nothing. Not saying they got the greatest fights, but what are we talking about? He said Haney and Ryan should fight by now. That fight should not happen no time soon, bro. You don't even know if Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia are real. Ryan fight's been looking a little staged lately. Yup. Hooker and Ramirez was a war. Yeah, that was a really good fight. That was in Hooker hometown. The only one fighting nobodies is Charlo Bros. They got their little vlog and shit now. Y'all seen this vlog? Charlo vlog? I don't know what the fuck it's called. It be popping up in my home shit. I'll be like, man, get this shit up out of here. Florida's opening back up. I see a lot of things coming back very soon. Yeah, Texas, Houston opened back up. Atlanta, Georgia opened back up. A lot of places open back up. Ryan better chill. He thinks he's better than what he is right now. Yep. Let's talk about Pacquiao and Marquez 5. This rumors talking about that fight may happen. World Boxing News had a rumor, and then one of the dudes behind the scenes told me that that he heard that they might get it on and shit of that nature. So I don't know if Marquez getting the itch to fight again, but I wouldn't. You know, he knocked out Pacquiao, and then I believe he lost to Tim Bradley after that. But I wouldn't come back and fight Pacquiao. But maybe they exploring that option with some of that, you know, Middle East money or some of that DAZN money. And maybe that's the avenue for Manny Pacquiao. I don't think Pacquiao, if Errol Spence come back and show that he's still the same fighter, I don't think Pacquiao gonna fight him. If Crawford come back and he don't show no vulnerabilities, lather salute, I don't think he gonna fight him neither. So, I mean, we in a situation where where shit, you know, Pacquiao might be trying to exhaust all his avenues to get money, but I don't see Marquez coming out of retirement. It's still like Marquez in pretty good shape. He would need a tune-up, so maybe they would put Marquez versus somebody at on undercard of Mikey and Pacquiao. But like I said before, you know, Pacquiao still trying to chase that win. That was the best win out of the 4 fights because he stopped him stone cold, and he got robbed in a few of them fights. The one fight with Pacquiao knocked him down like three times in the first round or something like that. Marquez came back, and he was outboxing him. Benjamin Harrington salute. He said boxing is dying in sport. The best don't fight the best anymore. Nope. So he was out there, you know, Marquez was, you know, I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Unless he need the money, but I don't imagine him needing the money. He got a master's degree in accounting. So ain't nobody managing it and manage his money but him unless his wife took him for his money. Do you want to see who you want to see Murata fight? Munguia fight. Munguia ain't fight nobody for a while, bro. They gonna keep him on the easy road until he kind of clean his stuff up. No, I'm not Italian. But led by example, keep all the way real. Most of these fighters taking the easy road to undefeated like they be scared to lose. Yeah, and that's kind of something that Floyd said. But Pacquiao fight anybody, he'll lose and come back like he didn't lose, and he still fight. So, you know, but Pacquiao always got a fucking excuse. It's in the article out in World Boxing News where a doctor said that Pacquiao faked a shoulder injury versus Floyd Mayweather because he wanted to save himself the embarrassment, and his fans will run with that narrative. Boxing is made with excuses, cherry picking. You know, it's always going to be matchmaking in boxing, but the way they matchmaking now is just, it's terrible. You know? Terrible. Yeah, the old dude's getting so bored and they talking about fighting. Marquez got to be crazy. He's out of his mind to come back and fight Pacquiao. Can he even wake his fast switch muscles up to do that? It's one thing of running and hitting the bag and staying in shape, but that's a lot of money, though. They was offering him, I think they had offered him like a lot of money. I don't want to put a number on it, but it was a ton of money to come back and fight. But you could just go out with Sleeping Pacquiao. He had a birthday cake where at the top of the birthday cake, they had the figurines of how he slapped Pacquiao. That was his finest hour. And you know what I always remember about that fight when Manny Pacquiao and him was that how all the Pacquiao fans were saying that Marquez was on that shit. Oh, he was juiced up this fight. Like, you just mad because he even the playing field, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Somebody was on social media the other day. They asked the question. I know I said it in the last live stream I did. They asked a question about They was like, oh, you know, Aaron. I think it was Aaron Pryor versus Pacquiao who will win. And somebody was like, well, Pacquiao, can he bring his black bottle and shit? Or Aaron Pryor, can he bring the black bottle? And I was like, shit, can Pacquiao juice up? And they got mad at me for saying that. See, they could easily attack somebody black and nobody bat a word. But as soon as you bring up, hey, the Pacquiao Filipino or the white boy, oh, that's not fair. You're man, suck my dick. For real. For real, dog. Kiss my ass. Real talk, man. You think Danny Jacobs beat Callum Smith? They both fucking suck at this point. Callum Smith need to move up. I'm the wrong motherfucker to come and try that bullshit with. And people be looking at you like, oh, why are you saying that? You are so offending, man. Fuck you. They didn't punk so many. They didn't punk black people and fuck black people over. So motherfuckers scared to speak up on social media. They go back and forth over, you know, somebody baby mama, baby daddy, or who got the better. They go back and forth some ignorant shit. But as soon as some white boys come talking that shit, or as soon as the other come talking that shit, these niggas tuck their tail in their leg between their legs. You know, he said the zone be getting folks knocked out seriously on their cars. The matchmakers be trying to catch a body. Ernest Johnson. He said so much hypocrisy lately with Haney and situation, bro. I lost a lot of respect for him, bro. But I get it. You know, protect your money. All these niggas in Atlanta, you know, T.I. posting the McMichaels address on social media, and all these dudes talk about shooting each other and beating each other up in the studio. I was a real gangster in the street. You know, the McMichaels had been free since the end of February. So they've been free for over 2 months. All these niggas talk gangster, but at the end of the day, everybody gonna protect their best interests. Everybody gonna say, "Oh, I got a kid to go home to," or "I got meals to go home." That ain't our problem. Ain't no camaraderie amongst black people no more. Ain't nobody willing to sacrifice shit. Nobody. They killed two black people back to back this year. Damn near the motherfucker up there in Indianapolis, and they killed the kid down in Georgia early this year. Oh, we just gonna pick it and put signs up. But as soon as a nigga step on your Jordans in the club, you gonna kill him as soon as he walk out. Like I said, bro, it's hard to continue to support black people because, you know, I mean, people still wearing Gucci. Gucci can come out a shirt that say "fuck nigger lovers." You know what I'm saying? And niggas gonna rock that shit. Oh, I think it's cool. They didn't really got their point across, as far as, you know, taking the blackness out of the community, bro. Like I said, I got a video coming. I wasn't even gonna post it. I'm gonna post it now. Like I said, they took country, they took rock from us, and they gonna take hip hop. Hip hop is gonna be all white. Watch what I tell you. They're gonna be trying to tell you how Tupac was the first white gangster rapper and how NWA was a white group. I'm telling you, man, they gonna take hip hop away from us too. They gonna oppress us. I definitely can see a situation where they maybe not in our lifetime, they gonna bring slavery back. Motherfuckers say, oh, I ain't gonna never let that happen. You keep letting them lynch the modern day lynching. You keep letting that shit happen. They said we can keep killing these black motherfuckers and getting away with it. Dude shot up a whole church full of black people. They took him to Burger King to get a burger. That nigga in prison probably ain't been touched. You feel me? The rainbow haired faggot that got out today, or whatever the fuck happened today, he's a sexual predator. He's a sexual predator. But everybody co-signed him and defended him. But he's a sexual predator on top of being a snitch. Nobody talk about that. Come on. It's just the way the world is. Everything is backwards. They gotta continue to oppress us. You know, some kids. I was talking to some kids like probably a couple years ago, and they didn't know what the Ku Klux Klan was. Crazy. They didn't know who the KKK was. Crazy. That's why women don't respect us, because we won't defend ourselves. Let alone exactly, bro. That's an accurate depiction of what's going on. Oh, you. I mean, some of these dudes. I was watching a video about a year ago. He was at a bus stop, and his girl was getting beat up by a boy, and he just watched his girl get beat up. He's let his girl get beat up. So if you you with your girl, and a nigga step to her and talk to her, and you just sit there and you don't gorilla check him, she not gonna respect you no more. That's a fact. She not gonna respect you. You might as well get ready to move out, or don't talk to her again. If you don't stick up, and that's what they see every day. The white man bullying the black man, the cops bullying the black man. We won't swing back. We won't clap back. And black women looking like this nigga soft. He said, I ain't even gonna lie, I'm proud to be a brother, but you won't never come together because dudes be too busy fighting amongst each other, and that's the overplay for the underplay. He said, yeah, he was scared to get in his butt whipped. I remember that. Sometimes you gotta take an ass whipping, bro. Niggas get mad and switch up on you because of difference of opinion. Yup. But if you support this to teriyaki snitch 9, nigga, hell yeah, I'm gonna switch up on you. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm gonna straight switch up on you. Certain shit is non-negotiable. The fuck they say when you get hired in? Oh, certain shit non-negotiable. This $14 an hour is non-negotiable. Them 2 breaks you got and the lunch you got, them is non-negotiable. I got some non-fucking negotiables. Real talk. That's just me. I'm a real nigga, dog. Certain shit, man, I'm not gonna tolerate. Motherfuckers can feel it. They not can feel it. I don't give a fuck. You co-signing some coon shit, or to that extent, that's just me. Y'all got some questions, I'll answer them. But that's just me. I'm not gonna fake the funk with you, bro. I'm not gonna tolerate the shit. If you doing, that's like basically you see a nigga, walking with a white girl and she got a nigger lover shirt on, nigga. I don't think you gonna want to be cool with your homeboy no more. You feel me? I'm a nigga that cut off his own family, nigga. I know, hey man, I know no leaps, I know no bounds. Either you with me or you against me, and that's just the way it's going. It's going. I live how I rule my channel. I live my life by that, bro. Remember the end of the last Airbender and shit? Not the end, but it was like end of the winter solstice, and what's the little nigga, the Fire Lord son and shit, and Chow, and he was hanging from the thing, and the motherfucking spirit was about to get him. And, Zuko reached his hand out to the nigga. The nigga was like, man, I don't fuck with you. He said, before I fuck with you, I'll die. And he just let the spirit take him and kill him. He said, before I fuck with you, I'll be a dead nigga. That's how I am, bro. Real talk. So who Canelo fight that Triple G don't want to fight? I'm not sure. I haven't heard much about him. Crazy that MJ kids work at Nike headquarters knowing they using the culture and white privilege going on. I didn't even know that. But hey, it is what it is. Everybody got a price. Everybody got a price. But yeah, let me say this information before I get off, bro. I didn't say this. Well, somebody already said about the Nevada stuff. They all fighting in June. I don't even know where to start at. Well, y'all want to know about Triple G? Hearing Triple G is pricing himself out from a Canelo trilogy. They don't know if it's strategy for him to get more money, or he just don't feel ready for Canelo after the injury. Leo in camp for Tank still. He just not sparring. Fight to take place at Staples Center because that's what Leo requested to Al. I'm here in September. Yes, with or without fans. They're working on that. Leo don't care. The Presidente of Zeffner is planning to have Nervetes and some other guy at the end of June inside of the Azteca 7 studio. It's planned that they have, but nothing is for sure. Heard boxing coming back comes back. Cards would be stacked with good fights. September. Well, he talking about something else. I heard the cards will have at least 8 good fights and 16 fights in total per card when boxing resumes. So yeah. So Pachet, Nervedes, Neri in action in June in Mexico, and Azteca Studio 7. So yeah, you're looking at 8. They talking about 8 fight cards. They should be good fights. And we know in the boxing world, good fights is subjective. Teofimo Lopez coming back in June, I heard, to take a tune-up fight. He'd be fighting at the hotel ballroom in Las Vegas, I heard. I think Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, and Jose Ramirez and Victor Postal should all be fighting in June in a ballroom. Not sure it's going to be on the same day. But Victor Postal and Jose Ramirez is probably going to be the best fight you're going to see in a minute. He said damn near 40 talking about a tune-up. How do you feel about Mike S. speaking on the kid that got shot? Hold on, I didn't see that. Hold on. He said the kid that got shot and Ari Spears gorilla checking him, bro. Are you serious? Hey, where you see that at, Damon? Send that to me. But let me know where I can find it. He said Canelo needs to take the Andrade Chenko fade. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Derevchenko. I think they may be trying to line him up for Charlo, but Charlo may move up. Well, you know what, fella, we always attack each other, but everybody else attacks us. But I want to see the day when we attack back. Yep. Facts, Eric. He said Diaz versus Farmer 2. You still give Tevin a chance to be seeing Diaz post on social media. He seems motivated to do bigger things and beat Farmer again. As long as he stay in shape and make the weight. I don't see Farmer don't have enough in his arsenal to beat him. JoJo a good fighter. I said that from the beginning. JoJo was gonna beat him. I wanted JoJo to stop his ass, but he just didn't. Farmer seemed to have more heart and a better chin than I thought. I remember when people said Triple G was one of the greatest boxers. He might be overrated boxer. Might be overrated boxer this decade. He was the most overrated boxer in boxing history. Triple G is a straight mark. Real talk. Triple G is an absolute booty butt cheek overrated fighter. I'm not arguing. That's a non-negotiable, nigga. He's an overrated fighter. This motherfucker is garbage. His claim to fame is getting robbed by Canelo when he supposed to be selling the mantra of getting knockouts. You know, he lost to Danny Jacobs. I was there for that fight. Whole career is a joke. Lost to Derevchenko. Come on, lost to Canelo the second time for sure. Like I said, his fans are just people who just ain't seen the light. People that like Triple G are fans that refuse to keep it 100. They don't want to admit that they wrong. They mostly female type fans. See, y'all be like, oh, CJ, you said this. I'm like, I'm wrong, my bad. I got it wrong. Triple G fans are feminine fans. They hate to admit that they wrong. They'd rather block you or they'd rather have a dispute with you. They'd rather get, come on, man. That's how they rocking. I can admit when I'm wrong. Triple G not even fucking white. He like Russian mixed with Asian. Oh, Triple G definitely the greatest scammer of all time. Garbage. Never seen Rosado was piecing him up in a fight. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to sell him as a white Mike Tyson. Nigga, where's the twitch at? And where's the head movement at? And everybody talking about, oh, you a Triple G hater, man. Like I said, one thing about me I learned early on, man. I could be the nigga at the crib or in the club, and I just be having a good time by myself. If I'm the only nigga that's on the island chilling, I know how to entertain myself. For sure. I'll give me a little drink or something, and I entertain myself. I ain't never needed a nigga to run in the pack. And that's one thing about growing up in a household, being the only child, man. I know how to entertain myself. I don't mind, getting dressed and and going down to the casino and playing some games by myself, I ain't never need to stand next to a nigga. I ain't never been involved in a gang. I ain't never been involved in a group. You know what I'm saying? That's just always been me. I hate working I hate team sports. You know what I'm saying? I hate having to depend on the nigga next to me. At least my reality is, the fate of my reality in my hands. I always been, dude that like to go against the odds. Real talk. He said you got to start fighting back. We got to start knocking off the very same people doing the harm to us. Yup. I tried to tell another string Triple G trash, but he said Triple G was good. Trash. Garbage. Ass juice. He said not Mexican style no more. He said scam Mexican fans. He scammed. Hold on. Man, they can't show that Mexican style versus Canelo. Where was that shit at? Man, we out here, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I stayed on too long as it is, man. Hey, appreciate y'all. Hold on, somebody got a question. He said Steve Rose was honestly whooping. Hey, Steve Rose was getting some shots. Steve Rose honestly whooping his ass the first couple rounds. Joe Joyce, Big Baby Miller battle. Well, Joe Joyce fighting Du Bois next. Nobody know what Miller got left in the tank without his special Captain America serum.